Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas. And pay heed, all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football, too. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the UCF Knights. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. The Jayhawks will get us underway. Opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCF's offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knights!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. Crank up the tempo.
Throwing right. Complete downfield. field. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Rockchalk! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Now improvising. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
UCF 14, Kansas 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking for space. It's Hubbard. Still running at the 40.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Jayhawks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
If I'm an offensive coach, I like what my quarterback did initially. Did a good job, nothing there, pull it down, take off, but you got to take care of the football or slide. The defense puts the physical hit on, takes advantage, scoops it up, takes it all the way back for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back has it. Running to Green. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he wants to throw it. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's running free down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Kansas. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Knights want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, going to the air. Finds his man. It's Ware. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David.
Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the South's oldest rivalry has written another chapter between the Tar Heels and Cavaliers, and here's the result. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Back has it. Floating away. Running into the open space. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now.
Breaks into the open. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Jayhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Release to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Deep throw off his back foot. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
And tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Jayhawks have their offense in high gear.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Hand off from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Archon Jayhawk. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense getting set for first down. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the left. Touchdown Knights. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Finds a little space. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Jayhawks in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Quick completion to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rock Chop.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll pull it on the read. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Bring in the heat. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Welch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. He breaks a tackle. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Rushes on him. And some room to work. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
They've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Grab near the marker, it's Morris. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Extending the play. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to take a shot. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand.